Hello guys, welcome back to Architectural World. In today's episode, we're going to be learning how to create fence, how to create a fence in our 3D modeling, how to create a fence, how to set the lines, the columns, let's say how to secure your building in 3D. And I'm using Archicad 18. Whatever software you're using, it's going to go together. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button so you don't miss out our lovely classes. And in case you missed out our yesterday class, please kindly check the description up there. It's going to take you direct to our class. So let's quickly dive into it. Now what I want to do right now is I'm through with the 3D of the structure. This is like a structure, a roofless structure, and it's a 3-bedroom flat, no roof, 3-bedroom flat. Let me take you all around it. You can see it very well. I'm already through with it. It's just a little bit simple. It's not really complicated. It's just simple because the client's budget is what we worked with. So now what I want to do before I render, a fence is highly needed. I need to fence the building before I take it to rendering. So now let's go. I'll go to my ground floor. Ground floor. Okay, now I want to put a fence on this part, from here down to this part and down to this part. So I choose my design, go to my wall, go to settings, I turn on this, I turn off all these, and what color do you think is going to be preferable? What color? Let's go with light gray. I think light gray is going to be fine. I'll turn on all these things. I'll come down to the spot. I'll take this to 2, because this 350 is already my ground leveled, so I'm trying to make it 2 meters. So I'm going to extend out of my damp proof level upward. So if I take these, then I'll turn on these to edit. I think I'm okay with 150 millimeter. Then I'll set these up. I'll just come down here and put it here. Okay, a little bit extension. I'll come down here and put it here. Okay, now let's see what we have on our 3D. Okay, you can see now we now have a fence wall on our 3D. This is the fence wall. So if we're rendering this project right now, at least there is a nice wall for the rendering to go smoothly. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to create an additional design to this wall, an additional design. So what do? First, I need columns. I need to introduce columns on this. Then I'll introduce my lighting spot, then my slab, a form of, I'm trying to beautify the fence. So now let's go into the columns. I'll come down to the spot. I'll take my column tools. I'll go settings. Okay, I'll go to settings. Remember we added 200 to that stuff, 2 meter. So we're gonna add 2 meter to this too. That's 2000. 300 by 300 column size. That's like 1 foot is okay, depending on how big you want it. So I just want it to pronounce. So 300 is okay. Then I'll turn on the spots. I'll make the column white. I choose stucco white rough, so the white is going to pronounce this stuff. So I come down to this edge because this is my basic consign. I'll come down to the spot, activate the column, then I'll click this. I'll make it like drag multiple copies. Okay, I'm going to drag multiple copies. That's like, okay, drag a copy, then drag multiple copy. So I'll come down here. I'll give a command of 300. Okay, then I'll come down here. I already give a command of 300, so I'll come down here. I'll give a command of 6200. Okay, sorry, I'll come down here. I'll give a command of 300. Okay, let's see what we just did. Let me see. I guess there was an error there. Okay, I just got one. I got one. So let's go back. Let's see why it was like that. Okay, activate this again. I'll drag a copy, multiple copies. Okay, I'll come down to this spot. I'll give a command of 300. Okay, it's working now. So I'll come down to this spot. I'll give a command of 6200. Okay, then I'll come down to the spot. I'll give a command of 9300. Okay, I'm okay with this. Then I'll come down to the spot, though I'm not going to render towards this side, but it's good to walk it to the end. So I'm going to give a command of 300. Okay, I'll go again. I'll give a command of 6200. Okay, you repeat the same process to the columns at desired point 9300. Okay, so all you just need to do is just repeat the same process till you're okay with the columns. So I'll just take this stuff, I'll move this. I want to copy because I already have enough, so I'll copy this. I think 2 column is okay on that remaining space. Yeah, 2 is okay. So I'll copy this. I'll copy this off. Okay, I'll place it on a straight line. Okay, so I think I'm okay with this. I'll bring this here. I'll bring this here. Okay, I'll copy this to the ending because I really don't need column at this back. I'm not going to render the back. In case you want to render the back, you can introduce column there. So I'm only going to work from here. I'll take this. I'll give a command of 300. Give a command of 300 here. I'll copy again. I'll give a command of 300 again. Okay, till I get to the desired spot, like where my rendering is going to display. That's why I'm working with 300. Let me see it on 3D. Okay, you see now if I'm doing my 3D, you can see very well. If I want to capture this elevation, you'll find out that I only have 2 columns on display here and I have just 1 column on display here. So whenever you put in your column, is how you want your 3D to go. That's how you're going to set your design. The places that doesn't really require your 3D, you don't really need to stress yourself on that. Now the reason why I extended this to the ending is because I might decide to render it like this. I might just decide to pronounce the building like this. So pronouncing the building like this automatically requires much more columns on that. So now the next thing you're going to look after is the top slab. Now let's get the top slab here. Okay, let's go back to our ground floor and go down to slab. Then we'll make this 100. The thickness of 100 is okay. Then we offset 200, 2000. We take this to white. We choose white for it. White is perfect for that. We activate it all around. We come down to the spot. We turn on the rectangular form of it. We click. We just drag to the end. And we're okay with that. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, you see this is this right now. So automatically means we need to work on this. We come down this way. We make this 400. Let's see the possibility of having it 400. Oh, that's too much. So let's go for 320. Let's go for 320, 3200 and see. Oh, done. Let's go for 3500. Okay, almost. Take a zoom very well so you see what you're editing. The zoom is going to make you determine when it fits in perfectly. You can see I still have lapses there, so I'm still going to drop this down to, let's say, 3450 or 3410. Let me try it this way. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay with this. You can see it very well. This is my fencing job. You can see I got it on it. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it to the other side, stuff like this. Let's say I'll come down to the spot, click the edge, click my control to rotate a copy, and I paste it right where I want it. Like this. Okay, now let's see it on 3D. Yeah, I have it there now. So I think if you observe my 3D very well, you see that my fence is running from here and I have a fence here. You understand? I have a fence here, then I have a fence there. So if I'm rendering my project right now, I have the full beauty of it. So it doesn't stop there. Now what's the next thing to do? Let's check. When you're doing the fencing, you need to calculate your elevation very well. Now if I'm to render the structure from this side, hope the fence at the left hand side is not going to display. So that is more reason why, if you observe when I was creating it, there was a lot of space between the building and the fence. You have to give the building and the fence some space so it can enable it to travel very well. Something like that. You can see I have a lot of space here from here to here, so if I'm taking an elevation from this spot, it can easily go through it. And I'm still going to repeat the same processes here. I'm going to copy this stuff. I'll come down to the spot, I'll click all these columns, I'll copy these stuffs. To have a good rendering, it's good to have all three sides fenced. You have all three sides fenced, then you give all three sides allowances, so that any angle you're reading is not going to be affected. Any edge, like whichever side you want to render, is not going to be affected. So that is the reason why you need to give it a space, enough space to play with. If you don't give it space to play with, and when you want to render the other side, you realize that the fence is on display. So now, having this been done, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this wall. I'll copy this wall and I'm going to paste it right here. Now let me see what I just did. You can see, and I have it on three sides. So if I want to render this building from here, there is a fence blocking the other way, which is perfect, and this other fence is not displaying. Now if I want to render this building from this angle, you can see very well that there is a fence blocking the other side and the other fence is not on display. So these are the things you need to be very careful when plotting. You need to calculate the distance between your elevation when you're taking your plot. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to add flowers to this fence, like a kind of grass to it. So I want to grass it down. I'll go back to the space. I'll take my slab. I'll take my slab, activate the tools. I'll make this 600. I'll make this to, let's say, 900. Doing my 3D, I'm going to see the elevation. I'll come down to green grasses. I'll activate these tools. I'll pick it up here. I'll take these tools because I think this is the best. I'll take these tools. I'll come down here. I'll just put it all around so it goes in one way. Okay, I'll come down here. I'll come down here. Come down here, come down to this spot, come down here. I just pick the edges. You can use a rectangular form though, but I just want to pick all ones. So that's the reason you see me going step by step. I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to activate it here. Let's take a zoom. It's a little bit too down, so I'll come down to the spot. I'll raise it up. I'll make this 1 meter offset from home button. Okay, 1 meter is perfect. I think so. 1 meter is perfect for that. Then what do I need? Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. Okay, what do you think? Is it okay? Do you think is nice? That's what you're going to be doing. You're trying to beautify something, so you have to work with your initiative. So what do you think? You think is okay, or you still want to add some scratch to it? Okay, now let's calculate the elevating part of this job. Let's see if I should render like this. I should take a rendering like this. Okay, this wall is on display and this wall is on display. So now having this wall and that wall, now the next thing we're going to do is create our lighting and try to increase the fence beauty. Now we already have this color on the fence, but in a lighter way, and I really don't want this color on the fence. So what I'm going to work on right now, I'm going to introduce this color into the fence and place my light there. Let's see how it's going to look like. Let's say now I go to my slab. I like using slab in everything I'm doing because I can easily elevate the height. I go to my slab. I go for 800 and make this to 300. On my 3D, I always edit. So I come down to the spot. I choose the color that is already on it. Okay, I choose my rectangular form. I come down to the spot, the view spot. Okay, let me place it here and see what it's going to look like. Hold on. Okay, you see, it was placed on the wrong part. Now I want to place it here and here, so I'll move this stuff back. I'll move it here at the side point. Okay, now this is the side point. Let me work with it. The height is not okay, so I'm going to increase the height to 900. Okay, then I'll do the button offset to 500. Let me see. A little bit too down, I think so. A little bit too down. I'll do this to 600. 600. Okay, I think 600 is okay. 600 is okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to create a wall on this, a form of edge design. Now let's go on same slab. What we're going to use on that? What are we going to use on that? Okay, let's use wall extra. Let's use wall extra on that. So I come down to the spot. I'll come down to my object. I'll activate this. Then I come down to, I type in words. I'm gonna have what I want to use. Let's say searching. Okay, I think I prefer using this. Let me give it a try. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so we're gonna be using this. I'll just pick it up. I don't want to edit it there. I'll edit it on my 3D. So I'm just gonna place it here. Then I'll rotate because it's facing the wrong direction. I'll take this here. I'll come down to the spot. I'll place it. Now let's see this. I'll reduce this wall down a little bit so the design could show. What's the length of this? The length of this, let's check for the length. Let's check out. Okay, let's bring this to the spot. Let's drag this to the spot to fit in. Then I'm trying to find out the other endpoint. That's what I'm trying to find out. Where could be the other endpoint? Okay, now let's place this here. Let's look for the endpoint. Okay, I've just seen it. So we place this here. Then let's see it on 3D. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll go for height of 600. That's our height of 600. Okay, then here we'll go for 2500. Let's see. 2500 is pretty much on it. So what do? We'll come down to 200. Almost. What do we have here? Let's see. We have a height of 600. Then we have here. We have here height of 1900. 1900. Okay. You can see 1900 is perfect. So we just have to drag this margin to this way. We'll go down to 2D settings. This is what we're looking for here. We increase this to the spot. Let's see it on our 3D. Okay, now we have in this shortage. Come down back, we'll go back. Let's check something. I want to check something. Okay, this is what I have here. I'll bring this to the spot. Okay. I just discovered when you're making your drawing, it moves the object. So it moves the object. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna work with the final dimension. Let's increase this. Let's check the easiest way to solve this. So we're gonna work with this. We'll come down to the spot. Okay, almost. So we bring this here, we create a line. We create a line here. I'm trying to make all sides equal. So we create a line here. We come down this way. We take this. Let's move this backward so we can see what we are editing backward. Okay, now we drag this. Let's first of all increase this to fit in. Then let's drag this wall to meet this. So we just have it now right here. We want it. So we send this backward. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we have now in our 3D. Perfect. You can see we just created a perfect fit in design. You can see it very well. Perfect. And it's at same modeling with this. Let me show you. Now you can see what we have here is actually what we have here. So which means the building is running on the same perimeter, like everything is okay. Everything is okay. Now let's see what we're doing. Now we need light on it. So we're just going to copy this light and put it here. Yes, I copy the light. So I already have a light. So you that is making your design, you already have a light. So you just go to your reference light, you pick the one you want to use, you copy it. Okay, I'm going to copy this. I'll go down to my ground floor, then I'll paste it here. I'll move to the middle of what I want. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Let me see what I have here on 3D. Okay, so now what am I going to do? I'm going to zoom very well so I can be able to place this light at a good spot. Now let me make this 200 and see. Not bad, but I think 0.5 would be cool. Let me see. Okay, 0.5 is cool. Now what's the color of this light? I don't want it to be so bright. So I'm just going to come down to the spot. I think I'm going to change it to maybe blue. Okay, maybe blue. I think I'm okay with this. I'll just activate it and that's all. Okay, so now having done this, I don't need to repeat it. I'll just go down to my story. I'll come down here, I'll click this spot, I'll click this, I'll click my lighting spot, then I'll go down to my dates, then I'm going to group, then I could copy. I've already grouped it, so I'm going to copy it to the spot where I want it to be. So I'll copy, I'll paste, I copy the next one. Okay, I paste it there in case the need arise. I copy the next one. Let me just put another one within the spot. Okay, so I'm going to mirror a copy. I'm going to rotate a copy. I'll take this down to the spot. Okay, I'll paste it here. Okay, I think I need a column here to guide it. Let me bring a column here. Okay, so I drag this a little bit from here, then I'll take this here, paste. Do you recommend here? Okay, we'll go to this and we'll drop the last one here. Then we mirror a copy, we rotate a copy again, we rotate a copy this way. Okay, we move, we place one here, we copy, we place one here, copy, place another one here, we copy, place one here, we copy, put the last one here. So I think we're okay with this. Let's see on our 3D. So you see, that is a very nice design. Now see, check it out. You can see, you can check it out now. So any which way we want to go with our elevation, it fits in perfectly. And all the lights are on because I'm going to be rendering in Atlantis Studio 5. I'm going to render in Atlantis Studio 5, and that is the reason why you see I'm not putting trees, I'm not putting cars, I'm not putting grasses, because I'm going to do all those stuffs in Atlantis Studio 5. I'm going to have, the only thing I want to add to this building right now is flowers on the spot, then a vessel here, but the rest things, cars, humans, trees and everything, I'm going to have them on my Atlantis Studio 5. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to hit the share button, and don't forget to turn on the notification button so you don't miss out our amazing class. This is a 3-bedroom bungalow. If you want us to do the tutorial of this building from the scratch, just hit on the comment section and I'm going to forward you the floor plan. We start a fresh lesson on how to design this amazing 3D. Thank you. Love you.